Hello, my Aries. Welcome to your reading for February. So let's see what's in the cards for today, for the beginning of February. Let's see. Ooh, okay. 2 cards. Oh, this is just nothing one, really. It's just meaningless, which will just put this here. And then we have a 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords. So, hope that everything will go fine. We have Ace of Swords. An Ace of Swords. And the High Priestess reversed. High Priestess reverse. Let's see. You can put this here. It's possible. It's too much at once. So Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, if we can put this here. And the Knave of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Another one. Judgment. Judgment cards. Okay. Maybe one. Already in February. Time flies. Okay, 2. The 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands. The 7 of Swords. And then one last one. Last one. Okay, that's the last one. And that's the Four of Swords. So let's see. Let's start with this one. With the Ten of Swords. Whoa, the Ten of Swords. This was just, it wasn't reversed, right? This was just like this for the camera. So, failure, collapse and defeat. Let's see. The Ten of Swords indicates a major disaster of some sort. It shows that a certain force, extreme magnitude, has come to hit you in your life, one that may have not foreseen. There is a sense of betrayal that is indicated here, for the character is stabbed in the back. This seems to be a reminder that despite how much we try, we can't control everything. There are things that are beyond our ability to change. Here's the situation is unavoidable. The tale of the suit of swords is a powerful metaphor, and that ends in tragedy. The swords are a symbol of the intellect, of intelligence and logic, and yet we find the final culmination of this suit, a complete and total defeat of the spirit. We must realize that the swords are a weapon that can have immense potential for destruction for good. The story, as it unfolds, from the Ace to the 10, is one where the untrained individual uses the weapon for faulty reasons, makes many mistakes, and then spends an entire lifetime attempting to run away from the power that has misused. This person believes the swords are external to when they are part of him, and when they inevitable return, he once again suffers. His pain is not the pain of his circumstances, usually, but the pain of fear, of anxiety, and not being able to be a master of his surroundings. After the hopelessness of the Nine of Swords, what could happen? Were you overwhelmed by pressure, or did you take the final sword upon yourself and admit defeat? The Ten of Swords depicts that the situation where you mentally is poor me. You feel like there is nothing you can do. Pause and remember that, as with the death card, the end of something means a new beginning. Let go of what you have lost and focus on the new path forward, because that is where your life is meant to go. A good example is a breakup with your partner. Though it could be intensively painful, it could also be a beginning of a new sense of independence. In love, this means, unfortunately, the Ten of Swords Tarot love meaning can indicate a relationship that is coming to its ends. A period of time filled with suffering, bitterness, grief, and pain. Likely the relationship was headed towards failure of some sort, and you may have already been seeing it coming. Sometimes this card can also suggest betrayal, indicating infidelity. While this period of time may be incredibly difficult, you need to come to terms with it and accept the inevitable end. Singles may be dealing with similar feelings that have lingered after a past relationship. Only with acceptance can you truly heal and move forward. The worst has happened, and despite how it looks, it can only get better from here. In your career, in the worst case, you may be reaching the end of your current job right now, and the Ten of Swords signifies endings and cutting one's connections. Sometimes this card can also suggest that you may be dealing with office politics that have left you defeated. Perhaps colleagues have been spreading gossip. Alternatively, you may instead have been working very hard, pushing yourself to collapse and forced to take a rest. All of this may have been necessary for you to grow. When you go forward and heal from this ordeal, think of what you have learned and know that you will survive. In your finances, your financial situation may be grim. You may have put your money into something that's not yielded fruit, and you may be dealing with losses right now. Ensure that you cut all your expenses related to this failing endeavor and instead be cautious about your resources. Avoiding risk can be beneficial for you now. Yeah. So that was the Ten of Swords. Okay. Be gone, Cor, be gone. Let some positive things happen. So this is how your month it wasn't a good start, but now I see some better things coming. So the Ace of Swords, let's see, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Breakthrough, clarity, sharp mind. That's very good, huh? So, as with all aces, the Ace of Swords indicates that one is about to experience a moment of breakthrough. With its sharp blade and representing the power of intellect, this sword has the ability to cut through deception and find truth. In layman's terms, this card represents that moment in which one can see the world from a new point of view, as a place that is filled with nothing but new possibilities. It is therefore the best time to work on your goals, as the aces all given green lights and are signals of waiting opportunities and new beginnings. It might also be a good time for you to seek justice and the truth in all matters, and since your conscience is clear and your thoughts are swift. If you rise to the occasion, your sharpness and clarity in truth will be rewarded. When I look at the swords closely and see its double edge, we are also reminded that this sword may be either used for noble deeds, to deal destruction. It all depends on the wielder, and it's warning too that excessive powers hold dangers to corrupt. If you stick with principles, the sword will serve you well. In love, you will find intellectual discussions particularly attractive right now with the Ace of Swords, Tarot love meaning communication with your partner and discussing important issues at the moment can be rewarding for you. You should pay particular attention to facing problems or obstacles in your relationship with clarity and honesty. You may be able to pay particular attention to facing problems or obstacles in your relationship with clarity and honesty. You may be able to find that confronting these issues can lead to greater harmony and understanding between you two. Though sometimes discussions can become heated, it's more important to speak about them instead of sweeping them under the rug. In the long term, by learning these communication skills, your relationship will become stronger. If you're in a relationship that has already been in turmoil, or you're recovering from a breakup, the Ace of Swords Tarot love meaning can also be an encouragement for you to cut out toxic people or attitudes in your love life. In your career, since the Ace of always represents new beginning, the Ace of Swords can represent a new job position or career that can bring you a lot of intellectual stimulation. You may find that your new environment is delightfully challenging and offers you a lot of encouragement to grow your mind and your skills. You'll likely be around colleagues that enjoy discussing new ideas, and communication can run very smoothly. Having a clear vision of what you want to do, as well as being able to express that vision, can be helpful for you now. Finances, meaning upright. You will need to think very irrationally with the Ace of Swords in financial tarot reading. When it comes to money, your heart and head can say very different things. In these cases, the card is telling you to trust your brain and avoid making emotional decisions. Should a friend or family member ask you for money, or look for a wrong approach to the situation with your mindset? Do you have enough for yourself? Will you be paid back? How will money affect your relationship with this person? Rejecting the original approach may make you feel better, but can cost you greatly in the long run. So yeah, this was the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's a very good, it's a positive omen. So new opportunities will come, new job, new things. It's very good after that bad card, after that breakup, new possibilities. Okay, let's see. This is the Hierophant or not? The High Priestess reversed. High Priestess reversed. High Priestess reversed. Let's see what she has to say. High Priest. It's a major. Intuitive, unconscious, inner voice. So yeah. The meaning of the High Priest is related with inner knowledge. Her appearance is in reading can signify that it's time for you to listen to your intuition rather than prioritizing your intellect and conscious mind. When the High Priestess shows up, it can depict an archetype known as the Divine Feminine, the mysterious female that understands how and holds the answers to a deep unknown religion, self-nature. She represents someone that's intuitive and beginning to open to her own spiritually meditation, prayer, and new spiritual work is indicated. The card itself shows a nighttime scene, meaning that the world is which she protects and guards is one that may at first seem frightening but has the potential to lead us to growth of the self. When she appears in a reading, she is calling to listen to her message and follow her into her own depths. But now it's so that it's reversed. When it comes to the High Priest reversed, it can mean that you are finding it difficult to listen to your intuition. It is time for you to meditate and try new approach. For at this moment, the rational approach will not work. Something has been telling you to follow your gut, but you may be ignoring the call. There is a lot of confusion around you, and your action may feel contrary to what you know is right. You must never be afraid to ask questions of yourself that may illuminate a path forward for you. One that is more authentic to your inner self and your individual values. So this makes me wonder, maybe I'm not connected to my inner voice. It's reversed, okay. In love, the High Priestess is a guardian of your intuition. It indicates that it can be a powerful indicator that you will need to trust your feelings when it comes to love and romance. Difficulties can develop when you ignore your intuition and follow only your conscious mind. The High Priestess love meaning can also signal that you must be careful to be truly honest, avoid taking action or saying words to simply please your lover. This leads nothing but resentment. Okay. Your career. You may not have all the information when it comes to your work situation right now. Have people kept you in the dark? Because of this, you can feel alone and perhaps out of touch with your co-workers. It may also be that when it comes to making career decisions, you are not listening to your intuition. Are you choosing to trust a business associate despite a gut feeling that they don't have the best intentions for you? Are you staying in a job you despise despite your intuition tell you that this job isn't meant for you? This card can also suggest a colleague who has hidden agendas. Be wary of others. A warm demeanor may hide danger. In your finances, are you the process of signing contracts, taking loans, getting mortgage, or investing in something? If you are doing this right now, there may be some details that you are missing. The High Priestess reversed in a financial tarot meaning can suggest that you don't quite have all the information you need to make a proper, adequate decision. Make sure you have someone to trust and that can give you all the facts. So yeah, meditate more. More meditation is needed. Okay, this one is reversed. So High Priestess was reversed. Okay. Let's see. Judgment card. Judgment Day, Judgment Day, Judgment card, Judgment card. Let's see. Okay, cause and effect. Oh, maybe decisions that you have made for a they will have long-term effects, but both for yourselves and others, there will always come a time where you will be judged. The just the Justice Tarot appearing in the reading signifies that a judgment will be made fairly and accordingly. Decision that you have been made that you have made in the past will be carefully weighed with fairness. Your feelings around this card may differ depending on your situation. If you have been wrong, this card appears maybe your relief. And in the other hand, if your action caused by pain to others, this card serves as a warning. Her appearance represents a change for you to change your actions now for a better future. When the tarot card reading shows the figure of justice, it's time to account for your actions. Another meaning of justice card is truth. Trust must come to pass, and this cannot be found from the mouths and gossip of others. Instead, it's based on facts. Learn the truth about others and yourself. Speak out now the truth before passing a judgment. During a reading, when you see the Justice card tarot, you need to be fair in all your deeds. By following the right procedure to learn the truth, you will understand that your tests are. Another meaning of Justice Tarot card during a reading is to symbolize that attention is needed. It could be about your life career or just an important decision that you need to make. If you have been unsure about something, it's time to get a solution once and for all. In love, justice is about karma, and if you've been putting forth to effort, love and romance will be coming your way. If you've been kind, loving, and supportive, your relationship will be a mirror of what you've been giving to others. If you have been single, your loving and positive disposition will make you especially attractive to new potential romances. Because this card is all about the law of cause and effect, make sure you have been treating your partner fairly. Watch out for resentment and defensiveness, and ensure that conflicts in your relationship are handled with respect and trust in your other half. Compromise and understanding is needed now. Sometimes this card is also about being tactful and expressing your frustrations in a way that are mindful of your partner's feelings. As long as issues are handled with honest and good faith, your relationship will thrive. In your career, if you have been involved in any workplace disputes, the Justice card can signal that everything should work out in your favor as long as you've been truthful, honest, and fair with your dealings. If this doesn't apply to you, this card can simply be a reminder to always act with integrity and ensure that you take the responsibility for your actions, even when you make a mistake. As scary as this can be, sometimes others will trust and respect you for your honesty and commitment to truth. With fair and balanced dealings, your career can flourish. In your finances, this card is a reminder to keep things honest and just and fair, and when it comes to your financial dealings, ensure that your balance is neat with others and that what you take is balanced with what you give. Continue to keep things balanced and your finances should be fine. So yeah, that is this one. Judgment. Justice. En trouwens, let's see. The Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. The Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles. hard work. Okay, let's see. Knight of Pentacles is about the daily task and the responsibility that has to gain through the specified project. This knight has the patience to accomplish all his given duties and is considered by others reliable and committed to his work. To see this card is an indication that there is a need to be trustworthy and reliable. So there are a lot of things that are trustworthy, and you have to be honest. Everything has to be clear, honest, and open. You are fully committed to your assignment, and you make sure that you complete your work efficiently. You are absolutely loyal and do the best you can in order to make sure the job will be properly completed. Though your sense of duty is admirable, beware that it does not turn into perfectionism, which can manifest itself in every aspect of your life. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent routine of kind, general hard work that you have to go through every day. The meaning of the Knight of Pentacles also advises that the current should continue to do exactly what he is doing, sticking with his tried and true methods. He will accomplish everything he has set out to do. Sometimes going with what has already done is not necessarily bad. In love, the Knight of Pentacles is hardworking and diligent. He is patient, reliable, and steady, though sometimes deeply absorbed in his work. They prefer not to take risks in love, as well as elsewhere in their lives. It's difficult to get this person to change their mind, which means they can be stubborn, but also very trustworthy and dedicated partner. The Knight of Pentacles can in tarot love meaning can also suggest a relationship that is deep and reliable but not very exciting. If you're at a point where you would like commitment, stability and security in your life, this card can be a welcome sight. It indicates a partner in which both of you will be working towards your long-term goals together. In your career, when it comes to work, in the Knight of Pentacles suggests ambition, drive and focus. You are very much committed to your goals, however far away in the future they may be. It's likely that you do anything you can to achieve them, so you're prepared to put the hard work and the blood, sweat and tears. You have a slow and steady approach and believe that hard work is rewarded. Should you be searching for a job, you need to improve your reliability and your dedication to a prospective employer. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles builds his financial future slowly but steady. He avoids taking big risks and prefers things that are as safe, as reliable, and as he is. You may be budgeting and slowly saving for a long-term goal. Some frugality may be helpful now. We have to be very careful with our money. All the time, huh? So this was this. Okay, something went wrong here. Toch, I think. No. No, this one was here. Toch? And we already saw this one. And this one is this one. Toch? So yeah, I think that this was it. So we just spoke about the Knight of Pentacles, toch? Yeah, there was this one. So now the Ace of Cups. I don't know if I already. if I spoke about the Ace of Cups already. Ace of Cups, did I read you? Did I tell something about you? Ace of Cups. New feelings, spirituality, intuition. Let's see. Oh, I didn't didn't spoke about this one, but it's also a good card. So the Ace of Cups. It's the Ace of Cups. Getting the Ace of Cups upright shows that it's time to lose whatever emotional baggage you have and start living your life to the fullest. Like with all the other aces, there is a new beginning that is indicated here, a chance to a fresh start. It might come in form of opening yourself up to the possibility of new relationships, romantic or otherwise, that have the ability to make you emotional fulfilled. The release indicated by this card may either be spiritual or emotional, depending on what you are going through. The Ace of Cups may come to a reading after a long period of being lonely or enduring something that deeply hurt you emotionally, and its appearance may be there to herald the turning of a new leaf. It's important for one to be open to themselves to more opportunities for friendship, love, and spiritual learnings. There is a chance now to put your past behind you, for you are being offered the gifts of the cups. In love, one of the happiest cards to get in love in a love reading. The Ace of Cups suggests the awakening of new feelings. Should you be single, you may find yourself developing a new romantic relationship or a friendship that will be deeply meaningful to you. If you are already in a relationship, a new stage of intimacy, compassion, and understanding can be reached between the two of you. The Ace of Cups Tarot, love meaning, signals there is an opportunity for you now to grow emotionally, spiritually, and creatively. Should you take the cup and drink, at this time decisions made from feelings and intuitions are favored. Learn to trust what your gut says and avoid overanalyzing situations. In your career, the upright Ace of Cups is a sign of bold, new emotional beginnings and friendly intentions. When it comes to your career, these principles can take shape here in a number of ways. If you are searching for a job, this card can mark a new start when it comes to your work. It may not always imply a new job, but it can also signify happy relationships between you and your colleagues, or also emotional awakenings when it comes to how you perceive your work. New projects can be a wellspring of creativity. This is a good time to embark on new challenges and tasks as you utilize the rush of inspiration. If you have been afraid of taking on more responsibilities, now it's the moment to push past these fears. This is particularly true if you work in a creative field. Okay. Your finances, the friendly and sociable quality of the Ace of Cups can have an effect on your financial situation as well, as people are more accommodating to you. They are accommodating to you. They are more likely to offer the financial support you request. This support is most often in the form of approved loans and mortgages, but can also come in the form of support from family members and friends. This card can be especially comforting to those who have been searching for help. Sometimes this card can also suggest a new wave of creativity, when it comes to making money. If this doesn't quite apply to you, this card can also generally signify financial stability and the emotional commitment, contentment that comes from it. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see. The Four of Swords. This doesn't look good. The Four of Swords. Let's see what it has to say. Begone, Four of Swords. What do you want? Four of Swords. Okay, rest. That's not bad. Relaxation, peace. That's good things. After a time of chaos, anger, pain, depicted in the Three of Swords. So this is not a three. This is a four. Yeah. The Four of Swords can signal that it's time to retreat. The Four of Swords is a moment of rest. Whether this is from a choice to withdraw or whether it's from pure exhaustion is not clear. We are still tenders from wounds that we inflicted and the battle weapon still hanging above us as a grim reminder of what was lost. In order to continue and re-emerge in your daily life, you must take the time now to take a breather. There's always the faint fear that something more is bound to happen again, and it's advisable that you take all chances to rest. You need to gain strength and clarity in a quiet environment, away from your current circumstances. It's time to reevaluate, organize, and understand your priorities. This helps to rejuvenate one's spirit and you come out stronger than before. The Four of Swords indicates it's time to gather new strength and prepare to face a new challenge. You have faced crisis after crisis and it's wearing you out. You can face a new challenge only after getting away from everything and embracing a new atmosphere. Take the time to nurture yourself, to re-enter life. Within us glimmers hope, and it lies quietly waiting to reveal itself after we are healed anew. In love, with the Four of Swords, Tarot love meaning, sometimes to rest is in order. If you're single, your excitement about your love life may have led you to push yourself into exhaustion. You may be trying too hard to impress someone, or you have been dating someone new every day in order to find someone you truly want to be with. You may feel drained, and it's important to listen to your intuition and your body to take it easy for a bit. If you're already in a relationship, you can both benefit from taking a vacation. Sometimes this card can also indicate the two of you needing to be alone for a while. This doesn't spell the end of a relationship, but everyone, perhaps especially introverts, needs some personal time. Okay. In your career, work may have been very busy and frustrating lately. You may have been putting in your all for a long time now, and chronic stress may be taking a toll on your body or mental health. Listen to your body and give yourself a break. If you can, take a mental health day and spend time caring for yourself or catching up some sleep. None of us are machines, and without some much needed rest, the effect it takes on your health can be long-lasting. You can return with a refreshed mind after. In your finances, does your mind run around in circles worrying about what you have on your bank? If you are used to dealing with financial stress, thinking or rather worrying about your finances can be your second nature. Try to give your mind a break. Oftentimes letting through go around in circles solves nothing. And the best thing we can do for our minds is think of something else. Avoid letting paranoid ideas and negative thinking consume you. So just take a rest. There was the swords, the Four of Swords. Take a rest. The Seven of Swords. A lot of swords in this reading. Seven of Swords. Let's see. That's deception, trickery, and tactics. The Seven of Swords is a general said to be about betrayal and deception. When this card it might imply that you're or someone else in your life is having a difficulty getting away with something. There are instances where we are forced to be sneaky, hoping that we will not be discovered. When we are found out, we have to face the consequences, whether it's embarrassment, punishment, or worse. Sometimes this happens when there are instances when you had to think on your feet and did something that was somewhat screwed and out of character. Now, there is a danger of the secret coming out. You may be tempted to sneak away from somewhere indicated a situation that is no longer working as expected. Instead of dealing with it, you choose to sneak away and hope that you will get unnoticed. Perhaps you were hoping that this issue would just resolve itself over time, and you've neglected it, leaving it to only grow and get worse. The big question when looking at the Seven of Swords is whether escaping will solving this problem that you are facing. While you might be thinking that you have gotten away, you discover that the situation has cornered you and you are found out as you were trying to escape. There are instances when the Seven of Swords may indicate the willingness to go solo. You may have the urge to explore and discover some things on your own. This can be an effective approach if you want to assert your independence and bypass group agreement. The Seven of Swords symbolism may be encouraging you to go on this path. Sometimes innovations come from a rogue genius. In love, lies and tricks may be abound with Seven of Swords tarot love meaning. It may be important for you right now to remain cautious, especially if you met someone new. You or someone in your romantic life can be dishonest right now, and in the worst possible cases, even unfaithful. If your instincts have been telling you that you are being lied to, you might need to confront this and have an honest discussion. If this has been you, consider the long-term consequences of your action. Even the kindest lie to spare feelings can grow into big problems should the root cause not to be addressed. If you're single, you may need to evaluate whether you've been suspicious or untrusting or potential lovers on other hand been leading them on or exaggerating from who you are. In your career, there may be some shady characters in your workspace. Lies and deceit can take you by surprise. You may be dealing with colleagues attempting to sabotage you with gossip, bad-mouthing your bosses, attempting to take credit for work. Be cautious about who you trust in the situation. It might come from where you least expected. Sometimes this card can also suggest you will need a certain degree of strategy to accomplish your projects. You may be the underdog there, and others may have more resources and established positions. A certain degree of working tactically can be an advantage for you now. In your finances, be careful regarding your finances right now, as this is already said in all those cards. As there may be some sort of trickery, scam, or stealing of your resources. This can come outside of you, but you may also be inviting this situation if you are trying to get rich quick schemes or gambling away your money and other shady deals. Stay away from things that feel suspicious or too good to be true. So that was the Seven of Swords. Now your last card is the Six of Wands. Let's see. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. So, this particular card is all about public recognition, victory, success, not only having you managed properly, succeed in achieving all of your goals, but you are also being publicly acknowledged for them and the results that you have managed to attain. You may have received an award or some sort of public acclaim. This card is an indicative that you have managed to harness the strengths and talents that you have within you in an attempt to bring particularly success outcome in your life. You have managed to probably get through the confusion which is brought by card before this one. The Five of Wands, and managed to be properly minimize distractions, thus feeling successful, focusing on your goals and achieving them. It's also worth noting that there is a slight downside apart from the overall positivity that stems from the card. It can bring self-importance and as well an egoistical behavior and arrogance. This could make you think that nobody is better than you. Okay. The upright Six of Wands in love. If you are single, the Six of Wands that are love, meaning signals that success is coming your way. It may be that others find you especially attractive right now. If you've been searching for someone, they may be more receptive to you than usual. All it takes is you making your approach. If you're in a relationship and you've been working together towards something like moving in together after a long distance relationship or buying a home, these goals are likely to come into fruition. The future between you seems bright and can bring the two of you much joy. In career, the Six of Wands is generally a very positive card that signifies success and self-confidence. These principles are applied to work life when it appears in this position. You have likely reached an achievement and work of which you are particularly proud of. Rewards are also likely to come your way. It can mean a promotion, a raise, or a forthcoming or recently occurred. If you recently completed a project, it will likely have good success, where the battles you have fought recently have been resolved in your favor. Savor this moment of contentment and confidence. Do not let your assuredness venture into egoism, but you can celebrate the end of the previous conflicts and enjoy your current position. Financially, you are a solid financial position. If this card appears, thanks to your dedication and perseverance in times of trouble, you are currently enjoying a moment of peace and financial stability. This is a time to appreciate the hard work you have put in and the value their rewards. Feel free to indulge in moderation, but be wary of being too confident. It's never wise to be frivolous with your purchases. Heed this general warning and embrace your success. So yeah, this is your final card. This was your final card, and it looks good. I think it's a very good card. to end this reading off. Yeah, it's a good end. So yeah, this was your reading for the month of February. I wish you a very it's the beginning of February 2023. I wish you a very nice day, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Love yourself.